Hello everyone! Hope you had a fantastic day today. So, in the previous episode we worked on our magnificent epic gate into our caves, and I also got another suggestion. Over here we're gonna make a bridge here later on, and the idea was to make it like a bridge, and then we will use some ships together with it to look like there's like some shipwrecks and so on. And also had some ideas for the shipwreck ID to maybe make it look like there's some shipwrecks underground here, below the water levels, and then I can make my own little floating chest. And I'm gonna show you just quickly how we can do floating chests in the game. We can do the same idea as we had with our boat over here that actually kind of floats. So to do a floating crate, we first put out with the room tool, we make a room like this. Then we're gonna drag it down, and I'm also gonna see if we can maybe take this one, push it together, and push it down, so we can fit a crate on top of this, like so. And then what we're gonna do is that we are gonna remove most of these blocks to make it sit up there. So we still need to have the ones that is under it, like so. And see, it doesn't go red, but if I go ahead and remove everything, should be going red. It actually didn't go red. I'm a bit surprised about that. But for safety's sake, we're gonna keep the bottom, because that's a way that we're gonna be kind of like placing it. We keep in one, so that way we can like place it, and imagine there's like some floating crates in the water. But let's go back just to be sure, because I can see this is the ancient gate that I made in the previous episode. We want to make sure we don't combine them to be the same, right? So let's remove this. But that's a way that we can make some floating boxes in the water. And then you can imagine we would have maybe somebody being on ground, maybe they have been soaking up a lot of water so they can't sustain themselves above the surface anymore. And maybe there's some small ones, maybe there's some floating barrels and so on. We can do a lot of things. So that is something I'm looking forward to experiment with. We're gonna expand our harbor soon as well. Probably these tents over here, I'm gonna move them already. Let's do that. We're gonna move them away, and we can expand the harbor around this area. And we're also gonna make a little bridge to go across there, which is gonna be a pretty big one. And I do have some ideas for how we're gonna do it. So these tents for now, they can maybe live next to the sheep over here. If they need a cuddly little warm friend with a lot of beautiful wool on them, they can cuddle with the sheep, I guess, that we have over here. And let's see, Tomte back in 2 hours. I don't think we made those plushies. Yeah, we haven't made those. The crafting list is looking bugged up as well. It looks like they're crafting everything at the same time. I also added another thing for today's video. So if you go into gameplay options, if you have the ACE Authorised Community Expansion mod, there's a setting in here that you can enable that might be a little bit troublesome at times, but it's called Unreachable Crafting Alerts. So this one shows an alert when a crafter cannot reach the ingredient for the recipe. So that's a way that you can kind of like find out like why are they stuck with something. Maybe they can't reach the ingredient, and then you can know why. So that's pretty good. We can also have food can't found alert, but I would suggest not having this one on, because it bugs out quite a lot. So don't keep that one on, I would say. So our gate over here, we got some suggestions with this one how we're gonna do. So either we will open it, or we will make it kind of like broken, and I kind of like the broken part. It might be pretty cool. We could kind of make the maybe the door to lie outside. Maybe it's been pushed inside, so maybe only like one door is still there, right? I think that can be a pretty interesting way to do it. Or maybe the door has been entirely removed. So you know, they're connected in the middle there. Maybe one door has been entirely removed. And maybe there's some cracks in the other doors as well from the battle. Could be like that, right? And if we want to, we can make some pieces of this door that is maybe inside of the cave. So let's use the slice to look inside. So we're gonna get a good vision, and we can see how big this is. So this is, I wish I could see how tall it was when I did that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And at the maximum height is 9, because there's only 2 more blocks. So I'm thinking if we do maybe the door over here, maybe let's just put it on the ground like it would be lying down here. So 9 we know is the maximum, right? And it could be oriented whatever way, because maybe they took it down and, you know, either they kicked it in where a dragon maybe made their home in here, right? But we can do it in any way we want, really. And we can see the shape of the door. We got 7 like there. So if we want, we can go like that. We know there's 2 in the top, and we can see that now we should have 7, and now we should have 9. And then we're gonna do the correct coloring as well. So we go ahead and grab that color. Let's color pretty much everything in that one to begin with. Then we take the dark one, that's gonna be this side. And then we have dark over here as well. And then we're also gonna be using that one in the middle. And this one kinda came from like that, yeah. Then we have it like this in the bottom. Yeah, that's how it is, yeah. I think we also had it colored like that potentially, but because I destroyed a bit of the door, as you can see, so that's kind of that point, right? It's always a little bit interesting when working from 2 different directions. And let's go ahead and see here so we get it correct. So then we got 5, 2 there, that one, and then we have this one over there, and it's kind of curved like that. That is looking good. So then we can pretend the doors in here, and maybe this one isn't fully intact either. Maybe this one has been broken a little bit as well. I have had ideas in the past to make like a big ruined city, and maybe not make like entire houses. There might be a few occupied houses that they have like built up a little bit, reinforce them a little bit, make them strengthened to be able to maybe hold on against an assault from the goblins. But it would be like a left city, they left it over, but there's like people who moved into the ruins, they made it their home again, but they're kind of living in the ruins, they have some lights, and maybe they made some tunnels and so on. But that's for if we're gonna do a future city in the future. That's what that might be then. So that's pretty nice. Something I would like to do as well, now I'm looking from the inside, it's looking very, very boring. But mainly what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna be adding some color with some stone. And today I can't get this thing away, so I can't reach the color behind it, so it's kind of stupid. But luckily enough we have a tool to grab colors. So we go to the pipette tool, we can grab a darker color. I think that's a bit darker. Okay, that's... maybe we need a brighter color. Okay, then we might be fine. I was just thinking we can do a few little pieces here and there. They make it feel a bit better, I guess. Because it looks kind of boring when it's just one flat color. And we can do a few spots of a brighter grayish color. So already that's a lot better, even though I think that we should probably have... it feels like we should make something down here. Is the slice not working at all now? Let's see. There we go, maybe? Go up a bit. So I was thinking if we could maybe make it a bit more interesting. The thing though is that we might have to mine out a bit more above here. Let's see actually... with the X-ray, we can see how much we have mined out. This might be a better vision. But like, if I'm gonna share this to you guys in the future, do remember that this will require a lot of special things when trying to do this one. And I'm gonna remove that, so they lost even more of the door, and who knows, maybe they used that wood for some weapons, maybe they burnt it, maybe they need some firewood to stay warm, whoever raided this. And who knows, maybe even we Vikings raided it, but I imagine it's not really us that raided it. And another way that we can see that this is inside of the terrain, not buildable, is if I drag up my cursor, over here I can't see that I can put the block, right? So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go up a step or so, and I'm gonna be making sure that we kind of mine that out. So with the slice vision enabled, Let's see if we can get it to work again. It's really buggy today, I'm not sure what has happened really. You see when I click it? It doesn't function like it should. And hitting F5 doesn't really help at all really, so... And it throws a town alert the moment that I... It says that they are in town alert, but they aren't in town alert. It's really strange. Let's see if I reload the game UI again, if it's doing rally thing. I don't think they do rally, but it says they are in rally mode. There's some really weird bug going on. It looks like the rally isn't even working really. That's weird. So I don't know what has happened, if there's been a mod update or a game bug. I don't know what's happened. It's really weird why it's not working. Okay. Hopefully we don't have to rally out people. Maybe it will work in the next episode, who knows. That's really weird. But it seems this button doesn't even work, so I have to like use these buttons. So we can see that here we have some terrain. And we want to mine this away, and let's see, how big was the building? Okay, we can easily mine away quite a bit here. And we're gonna use instant mine for this, and why are we gonna do that? Because it's really hard to mine. Without the instant mines, we can make life easy for us. And we can make this go down inside pretty far. And if you ever want to like remove whatever you had decided, I'm gonna mine this out. If you hold the control key, it goes red and you can drag to remove it. And then just add it back again. There we go. So there we go. This is what's gonna be mined out, and I'm gonna be using an instant mine thing. I guess we maybe don't have to, but we can let them mine a little bit, I guess. So maybe when they're busy with that, we can do something else. I'm thinking that we put some ladders here, and we're gonna see what they do. Isn't there supposed to be a cancel button when you want to put up ladders? I feel like the UI has bugged out fully for me. Maybe someone in Ace team knows what's going on here. Maybe. There's no button to remove ladders. There's something really weird going on. Okay, so we got some ladders over there, that's good. Travel summary, we got some iron wall shelf and we also got a log helmet, thank you. So we didn't beat the mission from Tom T. I was pretty sure we were not gonna do so, but as we keep getting more and more sheeps, I'm pretty sure we will be able to do so. And look at the amount of ducks. I wonder if our shepherd, what's our shepherd doing? I feel like we maybe need another shepherd, because I very rarely see our shepherd. That's the herbalist. I very rarely see my shepherd actually do anything with animals anymore. So I think it may be the case that we need another one. I'm giving too much work for just one shepherd. We have, to be honest, we have 3 places. One for chicken, one for ducks, one for sheeps. We got crafting to be done. We need a second shepherd. So let's not blame Subin for this, right? But Subin has been butchered someone not too long ago, because Subin got the stench, the debuff. Animals can smell that this shepherd has slaughtered something recently. The shepherd won't be able to find new wild animals until the stench fades. Okay, so another shepherd. Let's see. I think it is farmer and also trapper that can become a shepherd. Trapper or farmer, level 2 required. So Orlon is I want to keep Orlon for my farmer, because Orlon has a green thumb. That will make him super happy. You can see he's super happy. Wow, I couldn't be happier, because he's working with what he loves. And let's see, Rory. Maybe Rory. It's good to have a high spirit when working with animals though. But at the same time, having a high mind will make them level up faster. But high spirit, when they're crafting things like mayonnaise, is going to be beneficial. So what I think I'm going to do is that I'm going to promote 1 or 2 new farmers or trappers, and we're gonna level them up. I think we're gonna go for trapper, because I do think that goes a bit quicker. So maybe Jodis. Ah, wants to be a cook. Okay. Suniva, Coldheart. Oh, that's another name, by the way. If you guys want a name in the game, do let me know. So this is gonna be a future shepherd. Gonna have 2. Everyone is busy building. That's great. See, awesome. So that's gonna be a lot better. Subin is not gonna be overworked, and that's a good thing, right? And the blacksmith looks like it's getting work done. That's pretty awesome. But we need at least one more yellow hanging banner, and they are a little bit harder to do. Come by like fetch and come by them is a little bit of hard as well. I'm gonna try to load my game, guys, and I'm gonna see if I can actually get away of a little bit of the errors we got going on. Looks like they're crafting everything, so let me reload the game quickly. Okay guys, we're back in the game and the UI has resolved itself after loading the game. So that's awesome, awesome, awesome. I want to make my people a little bit quicker, so let's give them some beautiful energy. There we go. Nobody will be sped up a lot. But yeah, working with some fiber can be a little bit troublesome. We are growing some winter moss, but it do take a while to do so as well. And we can see down here we have a field where we're growing some barley, but we can also see that this needs a bit more water. And you can see that it's also growing at a normal speed at the moment, but if we would give it a better chance to grow, like give it some water, then we would be able to grow it a bit faster. So that's something we could be working with pretty soon. That would be fun to make our farms better, but I want to figure out first where I want to have my farms, because they're probably not going to be over here later on. But I could imagine that they would be somewhere around over here. Potentially they would be over here as well, but I'm leaning more towards the side over here. Because if here we want to have a bridge later on, right? And I want to probably make some more buildings over here. Tomty brings a list of presents. Hello, Tomty. Ah, I can only make one of those. I can only make the big ones. Did we discover something? I think it said so, didn't it? Erla something. This is looking weird. Big boy. Ah, they can't reach some of the ingredients for crafting. Oh, that's a crafting messages. So it seems they have a hard time to reach the fine for crafting fine stuffing, and I'm guessing they are looking for materials of wool. So let's look around. Where do we have the wool? I would hope that it would actually show where the thing is that they're looking for, instead of showing who's looking for it, because that's kind of easy to figure out, but where it is a lot harder to figure out. The specific one they want to get. Okay, so somewhere around here there's some wool. It might be in this one. Okay, that should be reachable. That shouldn't be any problem, should it? Nah, that should be fine. I'm not sure why this one is sitting there, but it should be possible to reach it. Maybe they were too quick to decide that they couldn't reach it, I guess. Who's visiting now? Odella Grav, and we also got Tileni. Welcome, Tilly, how are you doing? Okay, so back to our gate. We're gonna work on this one, so we don't go around too much and focus on too many things at the same time, right? So let's start and continue working with this one. I also had some ideas if I maybe should make this a little bit more dense. Like that. It might look a bit better to have it like that. I'm not sure what you guys think. Another way would be to create more detail, and how can we do that? It would be if we add like just one in the background like that, so it would be like something like that. But maybe it looks better without it, so we have actually like a nice flat surface. And we did color on the inside a little bit, it kind of goes through here, so we might as well do that over here. And I don't think I want to have those bright spots there. But potentially we can have this one. It's not as bright as the one we had before. And up here I'm kind of thinking if we maybe should do some candles. We can have some clay candle, maybe a stone candle holder. Yeah, let's go for stone. So we'll give up a little bit of beautiful light up there. I think that's gonna be pretty cool. And we can also have it in the middle, why not? That's gonna look awesome, gonna look epic. But maybe these will look better down here. Let's give that a try. Okay, so now the UI is working, let's go in with the slice again. And let's see how we're doing up here then. What we're gonna be mining out, that area. So we're gonna instant mine it so we get it done, like so. And now we can also remove ladders again. So the UI is back working. If that happens to you guys, either try pressing the F5 key or try to reload the game as well. And if it doesn't work to reload in the game, try to quit the game, wait a bit, start the game, load the game. And then it might work. But there's like no real guarantee for it. So since we have mined this out now then, we can work a little bit on the inside to make it look the way we want it to look. And, should I make this maybe even... I kind of feel like I want to even make it a bit bigger. Like so. This would be kind of like pillars going up to support almost like that in the background. And here I'm gonna make it kinda dense. So that is looking pretty cool. And then you can imagine later on, we're gonna have, let's say, 9 in between, and then we do like another one, right? So it's not only gonna be a cool gate, right? It's also gonna be something pretty awesome. It's gonna be like it has been a kingdom inside here. We're not gonna just stop with what we got, right? So we would keep going in the back as well. But they could also be separate builds. They do not have to be part of the same. And this makes me really want to have Dwarf to play with. The biggest problem with the game really is that it's very troublesome in this game when you mine into things and you're gonna build inside of... There's a lot of problems with it, basically. So I'm gonna think of that maybe we have it free in between, then we'll make a little hole to go in like that. And then that would be the last hole, I guess. We go like that. So that will create some more interesting shape. We're gonna do that for the pillars in the background, but these are gonna be the last pillars we're doing for this gate. And then we're gonna continue later on to make it look kind of cool in here. We can make like a little treasure room or something inside as well, because dwarves, they do love their treasures, don't they? And dragons love the dwarves' treasures as well. Okay, there we go, and we're gonna do the same here, I guess. And we definitely want to throw in a bit of coloration to this to make it look better. So we're gonna go with a darker shade of grey. And we're gonna kind of make it look like it's climbing up on these big, magnificent pillars. Like so. So that's pretty cool as a start, I would say, and we can do a lot more things. Like, now we're really getting into the the dwarf ID. Like, it would be kind of fun to like add a little thing up there, for example. And on this one, we would put some. We don't really have that much dwarf things, but it would be kind of fun to put like some bunnies sitting up there, because you know, maybe the dwarves met some bunnies in one way or another as well, right? Maybe they gave them some cave mushrooms. I don't know. Maybe. So they could be sitting up there. Guardians, the bunny guardians, and maybe they would have some kind of light up there as well. I feel like that would be good, and we could have some banners could be hanging here. Maybe they did so in the past at least. Had their banners hanging up here. And I might also do that for this one. Because imagine like this, we're using these banners, right? Our town is using those banners. But it used to be dwarves here long ago, so we picked up their coat of arms, and we're not dwarves, but we kind of picked up on them. How they used to do things, and we're kind of keeping their traditions. We can imagine something like that if you want to. That could be kind of cool. And like I said, we want to have some kind of light in here, so like a candle, some torch. We don't have torches. We can unlock some of those later. We do have stone torches like these ones. I guess we could have them. Yeah, maybe we can have them on the walls like that. But if I'm gonna share this template, it's gonna be really hard to put it out. So this one I'm not sure if I'm gonna share with you guys. I would love to do so, but it's gonna be like too much, I guess. Maybe I can share it as like its own very own template, maybe. But it's gonna be real hard for you guys to position it. If I would have made this in parts, it would have been easier. Like if the inside is one and outside is another one, and I can make that happen. It's kind of easy to do that. I would just have to delete the inside, save this one, delete the outside, save the inside. So just saving them in different parts to split them up into different templates. But I like this so far, looking pretty good. Maybe we can have them there so they don't burn up the banners, right? Like so? Yeah, that's kind of cool. And in the middle we probably will make some kind of road thing later on, but I'm not gonna do that for now. And yeah, for fun, I guess we can throw in some, maybe add some barrels here. I feel like that would fit in pretty good. Some crates, small little crate over there, something like that. Because we use these caves as well, we go through here, the broken door. I know we maybe went through this. I really like how this looks so far. Do let me know what you guys think. But that's gonna be about it for today's episode, guys. And in the next episode, I think we're gonna work on expanding inside of our town a little bit. We're gonna be adding a few buildings that we haven't added yet. So one building is that we're gonna build is our new sawmill that I made recently. Another building is this one. I'm not sure if this is the complete one. But I also want to add this building downtown, a building that I made long ago. I really like how this one looks, so I want to add that to our town, our village. But guys, this is gonna be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, feel free to leave a like on the video. That one makes me BANTO super duper happy. That's really awesome to see your comments and likes on the videos and so on. They make me happy and encourage me. And also thank you guys to my members here on YouTube for supporting me as members on my channel. Thank you super duper much as always. And I think I will be live streaming again very soon, so I will announce that in the near future when that is gonna happen, so you guys can tune into the streams, and we're most likely gonna continue with a previous build that we made of a huge castle in the desert. But guys, thanks for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed, I hope you did. See you guys next time. Take care everyone. Have a great rest of your day.